What's going on, guys? Stevie from the Minute Masters here, and today I'm going to show you how to replace the rear speakers in your cab. So if you weren't totally aware, there's two sets of speakers in your truck. You have the set of speakers in your door, and you have the set of speakers at the back of your cab, the rear speakers, at least if you have a standard or single cab. So today I'm going to show you how to replace them. It's very simple. You're just going to get in here, take out these two sets of screws right there, and this grid is going to pop out and your speaker is going to be attached to the back side. So I'm going to do that and I'll bring you back. All right, so right now we're looking at our rear speaker here, and as you can see, it has a harness, and then you have these 4 screws that hold it to this grid here. So you just take out those 4 screws, you'll unclip the harness by prying back very gingerly, I will add, because you will break these, on this plastic tab here, and that will come off, and that will completely detach the speaker from the harness and of course from this grid. You can detach the harness and then take the whole speaker and grid out and then disassemble the rest out there. Any which way you slice it, you're going down the right path. So I'm going to do that and I'll bring you right back. All right, so we have the speakers out, so let's talk speakers. So if you want to know what the size is, they're 5x7 or 6x8, but you really want to look for something that's 5x7. As you can see, this is the factory Ford one. It is light, it is cheap, this is heavier, made of better material. And if you really want to check, I'll just lay this one right over and you can see that these holes line up, okay? So just as a quick reference there. So we have both speakers out, time to get them ready to go back in. Now, our first major hurdle is the connection. So you'll notice that on both the speakers, this one has the Ford connection, this one doesn't. Now you can buy spade connectors and you can hook it up with spade connectors and you could be done that way. Now, what I did with the door speakers is I took this piece, bent these arms, and I soldered them right to those 2 uprights, and that way I could still use the original harness. That way whenever I need to work on the speakers, I can just unplug it and be done. I don't have to mess with spade connectors and or have to cut a hard connection. It just makes life easier. So I'm gonna get started on that and I'll bring you back when it's all together. All right, guys, here's our speaker. Pop these 4 screws off here with your trusty Milwaukee drill. Now, time to remove the old plug. So I clipped the 2 wires that are connecting the plug with the speaker, and now we just have the plug. So it is attached here by a little clip hidden inside the plug, and so with a little screwdriver you can get in there. What I'm doing, you'll pry it up. 25 years of grime and dirt makes it just a little bit difficult to get it off, but you'll get it off just fine. So slide our new speaker over, and now comes the challenge of lining up the 2 terminal ends on the plug with the new terminals in the speaker. So you'll see I take one side and I just keep working that piece around till I pretty much find out what I need to make this line up. So I keep working at just one side. So I pretty much wrap it all the way around the back as if the 2 tabs come off the back there. So you see that? And I just go and I just pull the other one over real quick. And then you'll notice they're a little angled out, so I'm just going to angle them in, straighten them up. So I'll work the one side as usual and then go to the other side. Just going to clean up the terminal ends here, a little wire stuck on there. And then just a little bit of tweaking, and this one should line up perfectly right there. So during this time I've had my soldering iron behind me heating up, so it's all hot and ready to go. So I'm just going to heat up the original solder on here before I start applying my own. That way I don't have to use too much solder. Bring on my flux core solder right here, so a couple quick dabs, and this thing's gonna be solid. As you can see, I'll let go of it. Boom, good solder joint. Now working the other side. Now this side's just a little bit trickier because there's a wire coming off the speaker and it goes to that plug, and you do not want to burn that wire, but with a little doing, you'll be just fine. So a couple quick dabs of solder there, a little around the other side, and this one is good to go. So here we are looking at our new speaker retrofitted with the old Ford plug so that it can plug right in the harness. That just makes it so easy because now I can just take this, I can attach it to the screen, and I can literally plug this back in and screw it in place, and that's it. no funky wiring. I'm not in the truck bending over in a weird position or anything, just plug and play. So let's plug it back in and see how it works. So here we are, guys, speaker all installed, and as you can tell, makes a nice OE finish. You can never tell they've been upgraded except by the exceptional sound when compared with the original speakers, which the one is still over there. So I highly recommend that you do this repair because, I mean, look at these speakers. They've seen better days, and speaker technology has definitely improved over the last 25 years. So you won't be missing these bad boys. That's all for me, guys. Hit the subscribe icon over here. Check out some of my other videos. I'm Stevie from the Minute Masters. Thanks for watching.